ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you for today's session. So Bhagavad Gita, we are going to discuss third chapter, sloka number 28. What is the difference between Vidushaha and Avidushaha? Vidushaha means the one who is became perfect in Nishkam Karma Yoga. So he is completely detached from the results of karma. He is Vidusha or Vidwan. He will be the Vidwan. And Avidwan, who is Avidwan? The one who is doing the karma for the results of that karma. With the desire of that, if he does, then he is Avidwan. That means now in the society we think that it is my right to claim the result of the my karma. Whatever karma I do, whatever activity I do. So I have right on that. Of course, yes, you may have right, but actually what Shastra is saying, Shastra is saying he is not Vidwan. The activities or dharma is not meant for getting the results, but dharma is meant for the purpose of dharma is spiritual upliftment. So that's why if some grihastha he didn't leave karma, but still he is practicing, but he is completely detached from the results of that karma. And he is far, far superior than some sannyasi who has still attachment for the results of karma. So that's why the one who is working without any attachment for the results is far superior than the one who is working with the attachment. So that we have seen in the 27th sloka. Now 28th. Tattvavittu mahabaho guna karma vibhagayo gunaha guneshu vartante गुणाः गुणेषु वर्तन्त इति मत्वा न सज्जते. This Vidwan is learned man. What he will be doing? Even he is working, but he will not see he is the cause for that activity to be performed. गुणाः गुणेषु वर्तन्त इति मत्वा न सज्जन्ते. गुणकर्मण कर्मणो कर्मणोः यौ विभागौ तयोः तत्त्वं वेत्ति इति सः. is what तत्त्ववित्. गुणकर्म विभागयोः तत्त्ववित्. He is the knower of the classification of gunas and karmas. Guna vibhaga and karma vibhaga. What are the gunas? It means he is seeing clearly the classification of the gunas and karmas. Guna karma vibhaga. Guna vibhaga, karma vibhaga. And those gunas and karmas are different from him, he himself. Like that he see. गुण विभाग सत्वरजस्तमांसि. कर्म विभाग सात्विक कार्य भेदाः देवता इंद्रिय विषयाः. तयोः तत्त्वं स्वरूपं तद्नस्तु तत्त्ववित्. गुणाः देवताः प्रयोज्यानि इंद्रियाणि चक्षुरादीनि गुणेषु रूपादिषु विषयेषु वर्तन्ते. अहं तु न गुणः. गुण विभागः classification of gunas. Sattva, rajas, and tamas. Like this, we have three types of gunas. And karma, what is the karma vibhaga? Karma vibhaga is satvik karya bheda. Devatas, indriyas, and indriya vishayas. Yes. From satvik ahankara, what comes? What is the outcome of the satvik ahankara? The controlling deities of the senses. What is the outcome of the rasic ahankara? Senses, working and knowledge senses. What is the outcome of the tamasic ahankara? Sense objects. Yes, we all know this. So like this, we are having various classifications. That means this whole world is made up of what? Three, is the product of sattva, rajas, and tamas. These three only the gunas are cause for manifestation of all these bodies, this earth, all these planets, everything. And also different animals and their bodies, subtle and gross bodies, all are made up of three modes. And Jivatma is pure which is completely different from it. Jivatma is always pure and it is completely different. And now some building is constructed. Example, different materials, earth, water, fire, so many products of these five gross elements, and these products, cement, sand, iron, all these brought and the house is made. Let us take. Huh? So how a learned man see this? Learned man is different, and he see like this. He is having the antakarna, and this antakarna desire came. Icha, dvesha, sukha, dukkha, icha, dvesha, all are what? All are the outcome of, or are the all are the qualities of antakarna. All these, that means desire to build house. That is the initial beginning. So this desire is where it is. It is produced. It is produced in the soul, or is it produced in the antakarna? It is produced in the antakarna only. And then next what he does? So he will order the some labor, some five labor. Let us take 10 labor water to construct this. So then what they will be order also is from where it is coming. It is also from the antakarna. And these people are working. They are using their intelligence and working. Intelligence is also part of the antakarna. Intelligence is a part of the is different from the soul. And their bodies are working. Bodies also different. Only yes. All these are all happening, but soul is claiming that he is doing because of because of false ego. So like this, and these all bodies are working and building the house. So the learned man seeing the reality, that means seeing the function of the gunas, that means modes, three modes, sattva, rajas, tamas, and also their products. This the controlling deities, senses, and sense objects. This all these sense objects and senses and the controlling deities of those senses. All these all are working. These are all working, and finally activities are happening, building of houses and so on and so. So that's why one should think that that means learned man is kartahamiti manyanti. So learned man never think that he is the doer, but who is not learned man, ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. So aham tu na gunaha, napi gunakarya, kopi, napi guneshu karyeshu तेषु कोपि मे संबंध इति मत्वा विद्वान न सज्जते. I am not three modes. I am not the products of the three modes. So I don't have any relationship with any of these things. And like that, he is separating himself from this total activity. Okay. Next. Prakriti guna sammoda sajjante guna karmasu tan kritsna vido mandan kritsnan कृष्णविन्न विचालयेत्. So here what is said in the 29th? Prakrutehe guna sammuda sajjante guna karmas. Tan Krishna vidah mandan Krishna vin na vichalaye. But someone who is not able to see he himself as different from the modes and the products of the modes, how that means towards them, how this learned man reacts or acts. That is being said here. ननु यदि जीवाः गुणेभ्यः गुणकार्येभ्यश्च पृथक्भूताः तत्सम्बन्धाः तर्हि कथं ते विषयेषु सज्जन्ते दृश्यन्ते तत्राह प्रकृतेः गुणैः सम्मूढाः तदावेशात् प्राप्तसम्मोहाः यथा भूताविष्टः मनुष्यः आत्मानं भूतमेव विन्निते तथैव प्रकृतिगुणाविष्टाः जीवाः स्वान् गुणानेव मन्यन्ते अतः गुणकर्मसु गुणकार्येषु विषयेषु सज्जन्ते तान् कृष्णविदः मन्दमतीन् कृष्णवित् सर्वज्ञः न विचालयेत् तान् अकृष्णविदः मन्दमतीन् त्वं गुणेभ्यः पृथक्भूतो जीवः न तो गुणः इति विचारं प्रापयितुं न यतन्ते किन्तु गुणावेशनिवर्तकं निष्कामकर्मैव कारयेत् न हि भूताविष्टः मनुष्यत्वं न भूतः किन्तु मनुष्यः एव इति शतकृत्वोऽपि उपदेशेन स्वास्थ्यमापद्यते किन्तु तन्निवर्तक औषधं मणि मंत्रादि प्रयोगेणैव इति भावः. What it mean? It means भूताविष्ट भूत चढ़ गए बोलते हैं ना भूताविष्ट गांव में जनरली भूत. If some person is there, he is attacked by ghost. Okay, then he will be considering himself as ghost. If ghost attacks, then he will consider himself as ghost. Similarly, so someone who is identifying himself as body, and someone who is identifying himself as gunas and products of the gunas, then in that case, what will happen? He is not identifying different from the gunas and the products of the gunas. And he is thinking that he is doing everything. Jivatma is doing, he himself is doing, like that he take it. That means what? Prakrutehe gunaihi sammudaha. That means his consciousness, Jivatma's consciousness is entering into all this. And entering means is what? Claiming all the reactions and actions of gunas as his own activities. Jivatma is claiming. Like person who is attacked by the ghost, he will be acting like ghost, na? Similarly, the person who is here ghost means here what? So because someone is attacked by this Maya and the products of the Maya, then what will happen? Because of this attack, he himself is identifying himself as body. Then in that case, prakriti guna avishtaha jivaha swan gunaneva manyante. So he is himself thinking as gunas. That means, and also products of the gunas, that is body. Towards him, towards such a person, how one should act? Ataha Gunakarmasu, gunakaryeshu, vishayeshu sajjante tan akrsnavid mandamati. He is mandamati actually. Who is thinking like this? He is a not intelligent man. Mandamati. He is dull-minded person. So, so this kind of person should not be disturbed actually. This kind of person should not be disturbed. Or then what? That means a learned man should not disturb them. That means who is seeing himself as different from the gunas. So such a person should not disturb them. Should not disturb them. Should not disturb means what? त्वं गुणेभ्यः पृथक् भूतः जीवः न तु गुणः इति विचारं प्रापयितुं न यतयेत्. So this learned man should not go and tell to this this less intelligent man, you are not the body and you are not body, you are soul, you are different from this body, and you should not treat like this yourself. So that kind of thought this learned man should not create in them. Learned man should not create in the less intelligent people. Iti vicharam prapayatum nayateta. He should not try. Learned man should not try to create that in the minds of the less intelligent man that he is not body but he is soul. So such a vichara he should not make. Then by that what will happen? Kintu gunavesha nivartakam. So this foolish person, less intelligent man, or a very foolish man. So what he should be done? What he should do? He should he should be so what he should be made? He should be engaged in Nishkama Karma Yoga, which is going to bring this foolish man to realize he is not gunas or the products of the gunas, but he is different from the gunas. So that thing he can realize by Nishkama Karma Yoga. By Nishkama Karma. That means a learned man should not encourage him, do your activities. You do your activities, but you don't get attached for this. And also, you offer all the results to the Lord so that you'll be peaceful. Like that, the solution should be given. That means learned man should not make him this foolish man. So, oh, you are not body, you are the soul, and you are not doing, and you don't need to do anything, and you leave everything, and you practice like me all the gnana sadhanas. Like that, he should not disturb him. The learned man should not disturb him. If he disturbs him like that, then what? That is not going to give any solution actually. Then he will leave the karma. Oh, I am not body, I am the soul, I am not doing anything, and I should not be a doer. And okay. So without realizing himself as soul, he will be leaving the karma. And then after that, he will leave karma and he will leave all duties. And he cannot practice also gnana sadhanas because he is not in the soul platform. He is not having any further interest to become realize Brahman. And he cannot engage. Then what will happen? He will be mithyachari. Manasa smaran Karmendriyani samyami. He is controlling, he is ceasing his activities of the gross senses, working senses, but his mind is keep on thinking about sense enjoyment because his heart is not purified. So that's why that is going to create a problem. Like example, someone is attacked by the ghost and he is then feeling himself as a ghost and acting like a ghost. Like this CEO, like that, you will never do no? Like ghost is saying, is acting and treating also himself as ghost. And he will say, if some ghost, his name is uh, something, some X. So, and that X ghost is attacked on this person. And now he is saying himself as X. My ye home, my wo home, my either say I came from here, my name is this. Like that. So he will be speaking. This person, real name, he will not speak. He will be speaking himself as identifying himself as whatever the ghost attacked, that only. Yes. So then for such a person, if you say, oh, you are not ex-ghost, you are you are actually, your name is Y. Your name is Y and you are Y. And like that, if you keep on preaching to him, is there any solution? No solution. That is not going to give any kind of help. That is not going to give any kind of help, just that kind of preaching. But what we have to do? We have to apply some kind of mantra. Simply, we should apply mantra to run away the ghost. To run away the ghost. Tannivartakah aushadam mani mantradi prayogena. Either apply the mantras or otherwise apply the some kind of monies to remove this ghost from them. So only that is going to give solution. Or apply some medicine so that ghost will run away from him. Not that simply if you say you are not that ghost, you are this some way lay, and without applying this solution, simply speaking, is not going to benefit the 100% ghost 100%. Similarly, these people are also hunted by the Maya, the Jiva, identifying himself as body because of attack of the Maya. And what is the solution? Simply if you say you are not the body, you are the soul, you are not the body, you are the soul, no use. You should give the solution. What is that solution? Engaging them in Nishkama Karma Yoga. That is going to change them. Okay. So all are ghost hunted people in our society. How many are there? All are like ghost hunted people. They are all attacked by the mind. Like example, in a village, all are ghost hunted people are there. How that village will be? In every house, everyone is attacked by the ghost. Then what will happen? Then what will happen in that house? Father, mother, children, grandfather, grandmother, everyone is hunted by ghost. Like that whole village is hunted by every family is hunted by ghost. How it will be? Is there any sober relationships and sober thing? No. So is there any happiness in that? No happiness. In that village, no. Similarly, this whole society is hunted. They all identify themselves as body, but actually they are all soul. and being in that delusion. So keep on claiming, this is mine, this is my body, I am this body, I am body, and this house is mine, and this is mine, this is mine. Like that, keep on everyone falsely indulging in the material reactions of the modes, and creating themselves as so hell in this material world. Horrible life. So that's why one has to come out from this. For that, here what is recommended for this in the left side process, Nishkama Karma Yoga. This Nishkama Karma Yoga is meant for whom? Whoever is not devotees who wants to merge into the Brahman, for them. What about for us? For us, we also should take up the duties as per the Varnashrama. But we should do all these activities for the pleasure of the Lord. Nishkama Karma Yogi, they do all his duties. Devotees also should be engaged. Devotees also should be engaged until unless they are in the pure devotional platform. If you don't engage them into the doing their activities as per Varnashrama and do offering to that to the Lord, until unless they are qualified to enter into the pure devotion, then they will also create the havoc. They will also become mithyachar. They will also become mithyachar. So you have to disturb them to leave their karma when they are fully developed the faith on the Lord. So without developing full faith on the Lord, if you say them, you are the servant of the Lord, you are the devotee, and you don't need to do anything, and you just so do bhajan 24 hours direct devotion, then what will happen? And but he didn't develop the full shraddha, then what will happen? He will become mithyachar. That is happening now, most of the times. Most of the times, they are not in the full faith. And they said that leave the karma. Leave your karma means your Daivarnashrama duties. Then what? They are also not engaging. And they are simply becoming Mithyachari. So this is also being said in the Vishwanath Chakravarti's commentary in second sloka of the 21st chapter of 11th canto. You can see. So it's very important. So solutions should be given. That means they should not be made to jump to the level which is not actually meant for them. These karmis who are having attachment for the karma, results of the karma, if you see, and that means they are attacked by the ghost, simply saying that you are not the ghost, no solution. Mantra should be given or aushadha should be, medicine should be applied. Similarly, Nishkama Karma Yoga should be prescribed, not disturb them to leave the karma. Similarly, if they are not in the pure devotion, now you are saying devotee and you don't need to do anything. What is this? But you have to make them to develop Shraddha for that. They should work for the Lord. They should work. That is the thing Prabhupada did actually. Prabhupada said that artificially in Vrindavan, what they did before Prabhupada, before the Bhaktivinoda Thakur, we are all Gopas and Gopis in the spiritual world, and I don't need to do anything here. And to all they went to where? Into Vrindavan. And they became so-called Babajis, or so-called Gopis, or so-called Gopas. And they started so doing the various heinous activities. And they are not able to engage themselves as how the pure devotee engages in the direct devotional service They are not able to engage. Externally, becoming mithyachari, that means false pretender. And he is keep on collecting some livelihood by this and that, begging and the other activities, and doing the nonsense activities like this kind of that kind of activities they did. So then Srila Bhakti Siddhanta and Srila Prabhupada, they came. So no Babaji, you are sannyasi, you are brahmachari, you are gruhastha, you are vanaprastha, like that. Daya varnashrama. These are all what? Varnashrama duties actually. You are sannyasi, means you should be away from the woman. You are brahmachari, you should be away from the house, parents, and you should work under the guru. You are gruhastha, you should take up the wife, and you should follow your regular duties, and you should also, that means, earn money and run the family. But before eating that, you offer to the Lord and eat it. You should offer to the Lord and you should accept that as prasada and don't eat directly. And that's why Grustas, they should earn money and they should offer that to please the Lord. And also Vanaprasthas. So they should detach from the family life at certain age and focus on devotional activities more and more. So like this system is created actually for the devotees. By whom? By Bhakti Siddhanta. He introduced the once again sannyasi, grihastha, brahmachari, vanaprastha, all the ashrama rules are. Otherwise, before that, what? They used to get here. So we are all Golok Vrindavan Vasis, we are all Babaji, Gopas and Gopis. Why we have to do this all? This, duty, Sarvadharman Parityajya. So I will leave all the dharmas. And now I will act myself as Gopi in the spiritual world. There's a pure devotion. Like that they were doing. So that kind of disturbance created so much damage to our movement. Because of this so-called pretending Vaishnavas. So in the society, Vaishnavism was considered as such a heinous culture or cult. That means they are doing homosex and they are doing that means all the widow wives also going and these Babajis having the 10 women and enjoying with them in the matas. They did this actually. And if you want to scold anyone, you should call them as Vaishnava. That means in the social view, Vaishnava word was having such a heinous respect, heinous value actually. That much Vaishnavism fell down. But Bhakti Siddhanta stop this bogus. They are not in the pure devotional platform actually. And they cannot perform this bhajan 24 hours. Stop them. And let us introduce sannyasi. Till Bhakti Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, but not Gaur Kishore Das sannyasi. Maharaj, no. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. After that, Bhakti Siddhanta, Sasi Thakur Goswami Maharaj. He became sannyasi. And Prabhupada sannyasi. And his disciples sannyasis. And we are all Grihasthas, Brahmacharis. All the Varnashrama, Daya Varnashrama rules are brought. And also, Brahmana initiation started giving. Only three things are remaining, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. That also has to be given actually. Kshatriya initiation and Vaishya initiation, like this. So then these rules are there. Then that is going to what? That is going to make them to follow that rules and regulations. And whatever you do everything offered to the Lord with love. That is this area. And also associate the pure devotees, keep on hearing the Bhagavatam and develop pure devotional service, Shraddha, and become eligible for the pure devotional service. Once you are becoming, yes, then you can leave the Daya Varnashrama Dharma. All the Varnas and Ashrama rules you can crossover. But still, Prabhupada is asking, and also Shastra is saying, Krishna is saying, Yedidacharita Shrestha Tattadevetaru. Externally, you do them. Now, before developing full Shraddha, you are doing all this as mandatory. Now you are doing all these as externally for the setting an example to the society. And internally, you are always meditate. You are not the soul. You are not the body. You are servant of the Lord. And this kind of platform you should maintain and keep on internally doing the meditation, remembering Krishna, or otherwise hearing, glorifying. That bhajan has to happen. That 24, and that but be due to that bhajan, another nivritti will happen, and one will be so progressing in the pure devotional service. But externally, he is preaching that so the society should not be once again disturbed. Or the Falana became Babaji, and now I will also become Babaji. These are all like sheeps. One sheep go means all other sheep also go. Why it went also nobody thinks. What is the reason? It never thinks. And it is going, and while that going, it is falling into the ditch. And remaining also seeing and is falling into the ditch. But still they also go and fell into the ditch. This is the sheep mentality. So people also once again, everyone will start become Babaji. If someone X person is qualified and he is doing becoming Babaji, but others also imitate. So that's a better safe position is what? Be in the Varnashram system, Daya Varnashram system, where it is not going to go against the principles of pure devotion. Be in that such a system, but becoming internally strong, actually. Pure devotional platform, get it. So this is same thing. Apply, you should right side also. In the left side, Krishna also is saying, don't disturb them. Don't disturb them to leave the karma immediately. No. You are not body, you are soul, and leave karma. No. Do the Nishkama karma, you get purified. They will realize automatically. Okay? मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः. So that's why Arjun, you should set an example, my dear. You are a learned man, even if you think yourself as qualified to leave the karma and you became perfect in realizing yourself as body, as you realize as soul, and you have no attachment for the results of the karma, still you should work. Because to not to disturb the entire society by seeing you, all will leave the karma and they will also become Babajis like you, and but they are not qualified, create problem in the society. Then Varna Sankara will have. They all left, their wives, what they will do? They are all corrupted by others. Varna Sankara will happen or not? 100%. तस्मात् त्वं मयि अध्यात्म चेतसा आत्मनि इत्यर्थः एवं अध्यात्मम अव्ययी भाव समासाद. Okay, so that's why, my dear Arjuna, you do all the karmas and my sanyasya, that means offer to me with detachment. Sanyasya means sanyasadhyatma chetasa means with detached mentality you should offer. Because now Krishna is teaching Nishkama Karma Yoga, where the audience is only one, student is only one. So all yogas he'll teach him only. That's why he is, while teaching the Nishkama Karma Yoga, what he will say, Krishna, what he will say to Arjuna, you offer everything with detachment to me, because it's a Nishkama Karma Yoga. But if you go to some other place where the Bhakti Yoga he teaches, then at that time he says, you offer everything for my pleasure. Like that he says. That's why you should see the context, what Krishna is preaching. So then If you offer everything nirashi, that means you become desireless. Desireless means nishkamaha, no material desires. And nirmamaha. Nirmamaha means try to become so mamata sunya. Don't think that this you are if this body itself is not you, and you are not thinking this body is you, and you have detachment from the body, then what about the other things? So like that, you become mamata sunya. Mamatvam should not be there. Minus, it's mine, this kind of mentality should be left out. Then ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तो मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः. So like this, ye me matamidam nityam anutishtan. Whoever is following my opinion, that means this Nishkama Karma Yoga, what I said, with full faith and without any jealousy, anasuyanta, muchyante tepi karma bihi. They are relieved from the karma. Whoever is doing this kind of Nishkama Karma Yoga, they are going to be relieved from the karma. Ye tveda अभ्यसूयन्तो नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञान विमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान चेतसः. But whoever is not following my this philosophy, this Nishkama Karma Yoga, and who has jealousy, then towards my teachings, and not following these teachings, then what? Nashtana chetasha. They are all fallen souls. So they are all fools and they cannot progress. Sadrusham cheshtate swasya prakrute jnanavanapi prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. Nanu ragnah iva tava parameshwarasya matam anutishtanto rajakrutat iva त्वत्कृतात् निग्रहात् किं न बिभ्यति. सत्यम ये खलु इंद्रियाणि चारयन्तो वर्तन्ते ते विवेकिनोऽपि राज्ञः परमेश्वरस्य च शासनं मतं मंतुं न शक्नुवन्ति तथैव तेषां स्वभावो अभूत् इत्याह सदृशम् इति. ज्ञानवानप्येवं पापे कृते सत्ये एव नरको भविष्यति राजदण्डो भविष्यति एवं दुर्यशश्च भविष्यति इति विवेकवानपि स्वस्याः प्रकृतेश्चिरन्तनपापाभ्यासोत्थ दुःखभारस्य सदृशम् अनुरूपमेव चेष्टते. तस्मात् प्रकृतिं स्वभावं यान्ति अनुसरन्ति. What is said here? Like Krishna is saying, now my order is what? So to follow the Nishkama Karma Yoga. All the jivas, that means, so since it's the, all the jivas means don't think that bhakti should not be done. No, no. Our line is different. So, but it is for the Nishkama Karma Yogis and who wants to merge into the Brahman. For them it is said. So, what they should do, all of them, they should follow the order of the Lord. Like king is ordering, you all should do. Then all the citizens should follow that. If they are not going to follow, then what is going to get? They are going to get the danda. Yes or no? They will be chastised. They will be punished if one is not following the king's order. Similarly, Krishna is saying everyone should follow that Nishkama Karma Yoga, and if they don't follow, then what will happen? They will be getting the punishment. So, Gnanavanapi evam pape krute satyevam narako bhavishyati. That means even intelligent man. So, but if he is not following the orders of the king, then what will happen? Definitely you will get the punishment. Or he will be getting a lot of defame, duryasha. So and also he will be sent because of doing the sin. That means going against to the king means he will be getting the sin. 1 second. Sin and punishment, all he will be getting. ज्ञानवानपि एवं प्रापे कृते सत्येवं नरको भविष्यत्येव ते विवेकिनोपि राज्ञः परमेश्वर शासनं मंतुं न शक्नुवन्ति. If someone is knows that if I do wrong, punishment I will get. Every thief knows or not? They know. But still they do because they are not controlled by their senses. Sorry. They are not controlling their senses. Their senses are completely released. So they have knowledge. They vivekina. That means if I do this mistake, if I don't follow the orders of the king, I will be getting the punishment. But still, they do. And they will be getting the punishment. So similarly, Gnanavanapyevam pape krute. So even if one knows that he is not body, he is a soul. So, but knowing is not just sufficient. And if he doesn't perform Nishkama Karma Yoga, then what will happen? Then he will be getting the punishment. How the person who knows the king will punish, but he did the anti king's order activities, anti activities which are not ordered by Krishna. So yeah, to the king. Then what will happen? He will be getting the punishment. Same way, here also, the person also, if he knows he is not body and he is soul, but he is not able to act on that, and just knowing is not sufficient. Na? So, but not able to do Nishkama Karma Yoga, and with the attachment he is there, then he will be Prakrute, he will be following the Prakriti. That means which is the material of because of the modes, whatever nature is coming, that he will be following, and he keep on. So taking birth and death. So ten asudda chittan ukta lakshano nishkama karmayoha suddha chittan jnana yogascha samskartum cha shaknoti. That's why. So whose heart is not purified, they has to do nishkama karma yoga. Whose heart is purified, then only they should leave the karma and go back, go to the jnana yoga. Na tvaya anta na 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 त्वत्यंता शुद्धांत चित्तान पापिष्ट स्वभावान यादृच्छिक मत्कृपोत्त भक्ति योग ये वर्तत्तुम प्रभवेत यदुक्तम स्कांदे. But someone न तो अत्यंत शुद्ध अशुद्ध चित्तान. If someone is very much degraded, Here, what about the situation actually here? One important point from this, what we are understanding, whose heart is not purified, asuddha chitta. That means impure heart is there. Then what they should do? Nishkam karma yoga. So that their heart will be purified. Result will be purified heart. If someone whose heart is purified means they don't have any attachment for the results of the karma. Such kind of purity they got. Shuddha chitta. So one what is recommended for them? For them, Gnana Yoga. If someone is Atyanta Asuddha Chitta is having, means Atyasuddha Chitta. Atyasuddha Chitta is someone is having. That means too much degraded person. If you ask them to do Nishkam Karma Yoga, also they cannot do. That means they don't want to do even the karma also, as per the scriptures. Whatever is there, that also they cannot do. So then in their case, Sakam karma, that means you do the prescribed duties as prescribed activities as per Shastra and do the sense gratification. Even if you give the Sakama karma yoga also, they cannot perform. In the society, people may be like that also. That kind of possibility is there or not? Is there. Someone, even if you ask them to follow duties as per Shastra and enjoy the results, they cannot do that. They cannot be regulated also that much because of the asuddha chitta, too much impurity. Then what is the solution for them? In that case, Nishkama Karma Yoga, Gnana Yoga are not working. This path is not working. Then what is the solution for them? For them, there is only one solution. What is that? For such a people who is going to deliver, in that case, Sakama Karma Yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga, and Gnana Yoga not going to work. But Bhakti Yoga can work. Such a people can be saved. If someone wants to save, then what they have to prescribe? They should prescribe the Bhakti. Then Bhakti will very soon will be purifying them, their heart. So that means here, what is the thing you should understand? The contrast, the greatness of bhakti you should understand. That means bhakti is solution for even a most degraded people also. But Nishkama Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, these will be working for the at least some kind of sober people and some kind of so they are regulated people. They can only do. But Bhakti Yoga is such a powerful one. Even most heinous people also can be delivered by this process. So that is being said here. Indriyasyendrasyaarthe Indriyasyendrasyaarthe ragadvesho vyavastito tayorna vashamagachet tau hyasya paripanthino. What is this lokas are there? So now Krishna is saying, Indriyasyarthe ragadvesho vyavastito. Tayoh na vashimagachet tau hi asya paripanthino. So now one should not become most degraded person. Indriyasya Indriyasyeti vipsa. Indriyasyarthe. Indriya. Like that 2 times it came, na? Indriyasya. Arthe means vipsa. That means in each indriya, in each sense, in each sense objects, in each sense object, ragadvesho vyavastito tayoho. There is ragadvesha is there. In each sense object, towards each sense object, you have raga and dvesha by naturally. And you should not get in control of that raga and dvesha. You should not go in control of that raga and dvesha. Tayoho, tauhi, asya paripanti. No, this raga dvesha is only the stumbling blocks. You are understanding. Sarvendriya anam arthe swaswa vishaye parastri matra gatra darshana sparshana tat sampradanaka dravya दानादौ शास्त्र निषिद्धेपि रागः तथा गुरु विप्र तीर्थ अतिथि दर्शन स्पर्शन परिचरण तत्संप्रदानक धन वितरणादौ शास्त्र विहितेपि द्वेषः इत्येतौ विशेषण व्यवस्थितो वर्तते. What is said here? My dear Arjuna, don't become the most degraded person so that even you cannot perform. Even in your case, the Nishkam Karma Yoga also cannot work. Don't become like that. So, like that, with that context, he is saying, we have senses, 5, ears, skin, eyes, next, tongue, and nose. All these senses are having the sense objects. For ears, music, sounds. And for the skin, different kinds of touch, smooth, and so and so. Eyes, different types of forms. For tongue, different kinds of taste, and nose, different kinds of smells. These are all the sense objects. And person is some ex-person, he has ragadvesha towards these sense objects. Towards these sense objects, indriyasyarthe ragadvesho vyavastito. So one possesses, some ex-person is possessing ragadvesha. Example, raga for what? Raga for woman. Raga for woman. Parasti, others woman. Simply not woman, others woman. Raga for others woman, to touch her, to see her. Parastri matra gatra darshana. It means other woman's body, seeing, touching, and to get that, spending the money. In this, someone is having the raga and dvesha. That means he is having the dvesha for the sense objects. Means what? Like respecting the gurus, respecting parents, and respecting brahmanas, respecting the tirthastalas, seeing them, touching them, so and to spend money for this kind of things, or doing activities which can bring this. So in these activities, if someone is having the dvesha, aversion, then this aversion and this attachment for the others women and aversion for the gurus and the Brahmanas. So this kind of aversion and this attachment is what are the aversion and this attraction. Raga, Dvesha. These two are. If someone goes into that control, he is fully attached to other woman, Parastri, and fully detached from the Guru and the Brahmana and guest and so and so, then he cannot perform Nishkam Karma. He is gone case. And this kind of attachment and aversion is too much stumbling blocks. They will be too much stumbling blocks for what? For practicing Nishkama Karma. With those things, he cannot practice Nishkama Karma Yoga. Because he is addicted to what? Vikarma. He is addicted to Vikarma. Going and meeting with the other woman means what? Is Vikarma. And that means even he cannot do Sakam Karma. So having his own wife and enjoying her with her. That also he cannot do. No? Then what is the point of Nishkam Karma Yoga? How he can do? He is not able to do Sakam Karma Yoga. How he can do Nishkam Karma? Yeah. So that's why Krishna is alerting. So one should not get in control of these things. This raga and desha. Vasham tayoho vasham na agacche. Na agacche. Tauhi this raga and desha paripanthinau. They are stumbling blocks. Great problem. What is said. So second type of meaning also is given. Indriyarde mane stri darshanado ragaha tat pratighate kenachit krute sati dveshah iti asya purushartha sadhakasya क्वचित्तु मनः अनुकूले अर्थे सुरसस्निग्ध अन्नादो रागः मनः प्रतिकूले अर्थे विरस वृक्षान्नादो द्वेषः तथा स्वपुत्रादि दर्शन श्रवणादो रागः वैरिपुत्रादि दर्शन द्वेषः तयोः वशुरागच्छति चक्षते. Raga Dvesha is also elaborated actually. One should not have raga for others. That means Stri Darshan, others woman. And one should not detach from should not have detached. If someone is going to stop this way, don't do like that. And developing dvesha for them. And also ragaha in eating the palatable things. You can take how Nishkama Karma Yogi cannot perform Nishkama Karma Yogi, you can see. If he has this kind of raga dvesha, he can take two ways. One cannot start Nishkama Karma Yoga like that also he can take because his abominable activities is doing. He have the attachment for the abominable activities and detachment for the good activities. And you can take in a lighter way also. Someone who is Nishkam Karma Yogi, he has his own wife. If he is attached for her, then he cannot practice this Nishkam Karma Yoga. Then what he will be thinking, whatever he do, he will be thinking that how to please her. For that he is offering. So that's why if he has attachment for the wife, then he is that attachment. If someone is asking to not to attach, then he will be getting the aversion for them. And this aversion, this attachment, or otherwise you can take someone is having some Nishkama Karma Yogi is having so much interest for the eating palatable things. Then what will happen? he will be, so whatever that means, the results of his work, he cannot leave that, because he is very much attached to eat, and he will be thinking that I will earn this money and I will use it for eating the palatable things. So this attachment for the palatable thing will not allow him to continue Nishkam Karma Yoga. In that sense, also you can take this sloka. So if someone is stopping that and desha for that people, that means, or otherwise someone is stopping, or otherwise sometimes if we get some dry food, ruksha shukshan, then for that if he has aversion, then this aversion and the attachment for the eating palatable will make that Nishkam Karma Yogi to not to continue, not to become, not to progress further. Similarly, so someone is having this so much attachment for seeing his own children, and he is having aversion to see enemies' children. And this kind of attachment and this kind of aversion is going to are the stumbling blocks in Nishkam Karma Yoga. Like that also you can understand. Okay, next one. Sreyan Swadharmo Vigunas Paradharmat Swanushtitat Swadharme Nidanam Sreyaha Paradharmo Bhayavaha. So that's why, my dear Arjuna, one more point also you should understand. So now you have to perform at any cost. Even if you think perfect, you should, so that you should not disturb the others, so that you will not be disturbing others. If your art is not purified, then also it's good performing Nishkama Karma. So that's the Sreyan Swadharmo. You should do your dharma. You should not take up the others' dharma, leaving this battle and going and begging. It's a Brahmana's activity. So that activity you should not take up. Because of doing that, changing the prescribed duties only by the Shastra, but if you keep on changing one duty to another duty, other Varna's duties, that is also dangerous. So that is also dangerous. That means if you have attachment for doing others' activity, Brahmana, being Kshatriya, if you have attachment for doing the being Kshatriya, if you have attachment for the doing the activity of Brahmanas, so that kind of attachment is also dangerous. So now I will not find, I will follow Ahimsa Paro Dharma. Ahimsa is Paramadharma. So I will not kill by these people like Brahmanas. If you keep on speaking, and if you do like this, so this attachment is also stumbling block for performing the Nishkam Karma Yoga, and you cannot progress and your heart will not be purified. Even if you are an expert in performing the others' duties, other Varna duties, so you should not do that. Sreyan Swadharma. Swadharma is only the Sreya. Vigunaha. Even your activity, your duty is involving some kind of viguna, means being a Kshatriya, you have to kill the people. You should cut the throats of the people, or you should shoot the arrows into the, should pierce their hearts with your arrows. This is a viguna, some kind of violence. Still, you should do your duty only, so that you will be purified. And you should do this without attachment, then you will be purified. So that must be done actually. By seeing that Vigunaha, you should not stop your activity. By seeing the good quality in others' activity, Brahmanas, Ahimsa, and you should not leave this your Swadharma. Kinchit dosha vishishtopi samyak anushtatum ashakyopi paradharmat sonishtitat Sadhu eva anushthatum shaknuyadapi sarvaguna purnadapi sakashas. So that's why whatever it may be, your dharma, you have to do that. So that kind of attachment for others dharma and detachment for yours dharma is also not good. So after hearing all this, Arjuna is asking, Arjuna Vacha. Okay, we'll be seeing tomorrow. Any questions? Yes, Ravindra Sachiputra. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, regarding this Swadharma duties, that is the Varna duties.
Yes.
You explained that Swadharma is the only Shreya. That means
Yes.
it's the only best thing, and one should not change this. But I think I may be wrong, but there are so many cases explained in Bhagavatam where there is the changing of the Varna. That means one personality performing two Varnas or maybe more also. So then why is that? Uh, when we say Swadharma is only Shreya, then why is that happening?
Where in the Bhagavatam can you quote that?
No, I don't know the exact thing, but there are personalities who were Brahmanas and then they became Kshatriyas, or they were Kshatriyas and then they became Vishwakarma or something.
So that means
Vishwamitra.
So that's why that's not at all recommended doing like that. Vishwamitra and Parsuram, they have the story actually.
Yeah, Parshuram, correct.
So they have some reason there. So because of some past story it happened.
Okay.
So that's not the general case.
Okay.
That's not the general case. So main thing is here. So Nishkama Karma Yoga. So one should do his karma, his dharma. But if he changes by seeing some faults in his own karma, because in material world definitely there is a fault. Fault means nothing is perfect in this material world. So once in the Gurukul, when your boy is sent to the Gurukul, teacher will be deciding his nature. Based upon that nature, he will be giving the education. And then based upon then his Varna is decided. He is a Kshatriya, is Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmana is decided. Gurukul and Varnashrama college. Gurukul for the younger boys, for the bigger boys. When they grow up, then they study in the Varnashrama college and then finally fixed for the certain Varna. So then after later point of time, so like that devotee society can be divided. Then later point of time, he should not change the Varna because thoroughly checked and he was assigned. Before assignment, yes, he has options. But once it is assigned, finally, with the many factors are considered. His Janma Nakshatra, his Jyotisha, and also his nature, his gunas. First is his guna, influence of modes on him. And also second is his horoscope, and next his family lineage, and so on so. All the factors are considered and Varna is decided. Then after that, so is fixed and is given training, then he should not change after the 35, 40 years. Now some difficulty came, like Arjuna's case, killing his own people, his grandfather. Because of Kshatriya Dharma only it got, na? He is now has to kill his grandfather or has to fight with him. So now he is seeing, oh my God, this is killing of own people is involved in my dharma. So I don't want to do this. Like that, he cannot change at that time. If he does like that, then he is falling. That means he is influenced by what? Raga Dvesha. That means this activity is not, I don't like. This object of sense, I like it. So that's why I cannot follow my duty. That attachment for his grandfather is becoming what? Is a blockage to perform Nishkama Karma Yoga. If he doesn't perform Nishkama Karma Yoga, then there is no purification of the heart and there is no progress in spiritual life. So that's why, my dear Arjuna, don't get attached or controlled by this raga dvesha. So don't see. That means don't get influenced by some dosha is there. And now you take up so for example, Arjuna, you take up the Brahmanas. Then in the while doing the Brahmana, for ahimsa wise, it is good, okay? Okay, so that he is saved from killing of his grandfather. Now he became Brahmana and begging. And while begging, being a Kshatriya, and just किसी के सामने हाथ पसारना. So just just spreading your hands in front of someone to eat. This will be making this is Viguna he may find after that. Oh, this is not good. Now I will not follow this Brahmana activity. This is also having some kind of this Viguna, some less quality. I will not do this. So better I will be going and begging. I will be going and killing the people and protecting the people and I can earn my tax. So like that, if one changes this dharma as per based upon the sense gratification, that means based upon the raga dvesha towards the sense objects, then there is no spiritual progress at all. He is dwelling in the samsara only. That's the thing. So Shreyas Swadharma. So at any cost, you are following your dharma is only the beneficial for you. Viguna Paradharmo Bhayava. Paradharmo Bhayava. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, very clear. So that means those two cases which we quoted, that Vishwamitra and Parshuram case, those are exceptional cases having a story behind
them. They have a lot of background stories.
Yeah, and my second and the last question, Prabhuji, is this, that you referred about the stumbling blocks in Nishkam Karma Yoga. That is, you referred to attachment and repulsion, or you even said that attachment and aversion, that is Raga Dvesh. So these can be also be compared to the likes and dislikes. Is it correct? Yes. So yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you.
So next, Krishna Chandra Prabhu, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
According to this philosophy, even Dronacharya, he was a Brahmana, he can teach, but he should not have engaged in the war. That is wrong, I think, no? What Dronacharya did.
Yes.
Going to war.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, bro. Yeah. He cannot make it as Jivika. Yes. That means he cannot learn now fighting and getting this kingdom, this kind of things should not. Brahmana can teach even agriculture also. Brahmana is a teacher of all the knowledges. He will, irrespective of they belong to any varna, so he will be learning everything. But he should not make it as a jivika. Now I will go and do the farming and earn money and I will become rich. Then Brahmanatvam is gone. Brahmana means he should be always dependent on begging. Even he knows to do, he can powerfully, he can rule the kingdom. But he should not take up that. Having lavish life and being a king. No. Then his Brahmanatvam gone. And he is not a Brahmana and he cannot progress spiritually.
That means he is Paradharmo Bhayavaha.
Yes. But in the rare case, in the very extreme, in Apadharma, then he cannot survive his body and it's a finishing stage. So as Dharma Shastra says, the rare situations. In that situation, with some pratyavaya, that means some kind of remedies, he can take up. There also some remedies are there. He has to do some remedies for that. In that way, but not just Oh, some pain is there for the senses. So based upon that, now I will be changed. Now I will be changed. No, no, that is not allowed in the society.
Okay, and also Vishwamitra's case,
Yes.
maybe he was not done Nishkama Karma Yoga, directly taken to Jnana, this thing, Tapasya and all. Maybe that reason.
He is being a king actually. He became the left that activities. So out of he is having envious, or otherwise you can say that what is that Rishi? I forgot. He went to his house. His ashram. Huh?
Yeah.
Vashisht.
Vashishtha. So he thought, no, Brahma Balam is powerful than the Shastra Balam. So I will learn this. I will become more powerful. So like that. But he got so many reactions also for that.
Yeah, yes, correct. Yeah. It became so difficult for him, no, to progress in that path.
Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavabhyo namo namo.